Alright, this is question 3 on the 2011 Form B test, and it looks really similar to one I've just recently done. I don't remember which one it is. Almost the exact same shape. So part A just asks us to find the area of R. This is non-calculator. And so in order to do this, there's two ways I could approach it. I could integrate dx and have to just do two integrals, or I could integrate dy and do one integral, because it's always right minus left is the same two functions. So I think I'll just do two integrals because it's really not very difficult to do. So the square root of x is the top of this function up until 4. So 0 to 4 of the square root of x dx plus the integral, or actually I could just do a triangle, couldn't I? Let's just do that. Plus 1/2. The base would be 2, and the height would be 2. So I get, let's see, x to the 1/2, 3/2, 2/3 from 0 to 4, which is going to be 2/3 of 4, 3/2, minus, plug in 0, I get 0. So the square root of 4 is 2, 2 cubed is 8, 16/3. So I get 16/3 plus 2, which is going to be 6/3, so I get 22/3. And that's the area. Part B. The region R is the base of a solid for each y between 0 to 2. The cross section's perpendicular to the y-axis makes a rectangle whose base is in R and whose height is twice y, which is interesting. Oh, not really. I guess the height we just list as 2y. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is rewrite these. So g of x is, so y equals 6 minus x simply becomes add x, subtract y. X equals 6 minus y. And then the square root of x simply becomes square both sides, x equals y squared. So now, when I make a cross-section slice perpendicular to the y-axis, the length here is simply right minus left, which is linear. So 6 minus y minus right, which is minus y squared. Okay, so what they're saying is I make this slice and I lay it down. So let's say this distance from here to here is the right minus left. So this is the 6 minus y squared. So based on whatever y slice we're doing, we'll get the length of that interval. So then they say that the height of the rectangle isn't going to be like twice this or 5 times this. They say it's actually just 2y. So however far up we are for the y's, so at 1, for example, so this slice at 1 would have a height of 1 times 2. So long story short, here's my base, here's my height. So that's the area of this shape. We want to give it a little bit of thickness, which would be a dy, and we want to integrate from 0 up to 2. Alright, write but do not evaluate, and I think I've just done that. Part C. There's a point P on the graph somewhere of f, at which the line tangent to the graph of f is perpendicular to the graph of g. So if I'm perpendicular to g, I need the slope of g, which is simply going to be down 2 over 2. So the slope of g is -1. So perpendicular to g of x would be a slope of 1. Okay, so now I'm simply looking for where the derivative of this function, so f prime of x is simply going to be, let's see, 1/2 x to the -1/2. And I want to know when that equals the slope that's perpendicular to this one. So I want to know when the slope is 1. So I have 1 equals, I'm going to rewrite that as I'll write it like that. So now I just need to solve this. I'll multiply both sides. I get 2 root x equals 1. Root x equals 1/2. X equals, square both sides, 1/4. So there's a point P on the graph of f, perpendicular. Find the coordinates of P. I have found the x coordinate of P, and so I need to plug it into the function and find the y, and the square root of 1/4 is 1/2. So point P is 1/4, 1/2. Okay, I think that's it. No explanation needed, no interpretation. I think we're done. So let's go see if we can find the answers. Okay. So part A, we got 22/3, 22/3, 1 for the integral, 1 for the antiderivative, 1 for the answer. So they did exactly what we did, 0 to 4 of this, plus the triangle. There's your +2, and they got the answer. Part B, 3 points. Rearrange the equation. The width is 6 minus y squared. The volume is in 0 to 2, 2y times that, dy, 3 points. And the slope of g is -1. Therefore, we want a slope of 1. Plug it in, do the math that we just did, and we got the right point. We got 9 points, and it took about 6 minutes to do. Okay, so let's move on to question number 4.